Hey, everybody. I want to tell you about a great conversation I had with a friend of mine over the weekend. He was asking me about, how's work going, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, it's going great. We had a great year last year. This year looks like it's going to be good. So I naturally say, so how are things going on your end? His response was, I hate it. I'm not happy. He said, but I'm limited because I can either have a job that pays pretty good that I hate, or I can have a job in my career field doesn't pay pretty well, but I'd love it. And I said, well, what is there to really think about here? Why don't you go do something that you love? And he's like, well, but then I'm not going to make enough money. I'm only going to make half the salary that I really should, doing the thing that I love. And I said, well, what kind of thing would you love? And so he threw out a lot of options, and one of them was park ranger. He's like, park ranger would be a really fun job, but you can only make 30 to 50,000, maybe $60,000 on the high end at that job. There's not a lot of openings, that sort of thing. He said, but I'd really love it. He's like, I love this job. So I'm like, well, here's your choices. Keep doing the job you hate, make your 100 grand, or go find a job you love. Say it's park ranger. Go get that job and then learn how to monetize it. Being a park ranger is probably a fascinating job. So, you could create a YouTube channel, you could create a TikTok. There's all kind of things you could do to monetize that. You could even probably teach online courses about, forestry and nature and all those kind of things. You could do a podcast. That would be a really good thing to do. A simple podcast about your life being the park ranger and all those kind of things. So you just got to start thinking outside the box on, do I want to do a job I hate and get all my income from that, have no spare time for my family? He's also brand new married, has a wife, wants to have kids, all that kind of stuff. So you could do that. So you could work your butt off, never enjoy the money. Or on the flip side, you can go find a job you love. It's a little bit less money, maybe even if it's half, but then you can learn to monetize it on the side. There's all kind of things you can do. So that's my challenge for a lot of people listening here today. If you are stuck in a position where you are not happy, but you're making a lot of money, or you're stuck in a position even worse and you're not making enough money, how can you monetize that? What can you do in your spare time to grow that through podcasts and YouTube and all the different choices? I'm just mentioning those because those are typically B2B or sometimes in the B2C market. But maybe your particular market, you're going to use Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever it may be. There's a lot of options. You just got to think creatively about how you chase those dreams. But most importantly, you got to be happy doing the work you do. So go chase that stuff. And if you got any questions, want to run something by me, you know how to reach me.